In Chapter 4, Part 3, we are talking about writing substitution word problems. And we're going to take a look at, this is number 35 on page 18. And it says that Harvey has some $1 bills, so I'm going to write that down, and he has some $5 bills from selling candy for Science Olympiad. He has 3 times more $5 bills than $1 bills. So 3 times more $5 bills than $1 bills. Together they're worth a total of $144. That's our total money. We're going to write and solve a systems of equations to figure out how many bills of each type he has. So that's important to figure out what the question is. So how many bills of each type does he have? That is what we want to find out. First thing we're going to do is identify our variables. So going back to the question here, we want to find out how many bills of each type are there. The question usually kind of points out what we need to find and what our variables should be. So we're going to say that X is going to be our $1 bills, and Y is going to be our $5 bills. So now we want to go back into the problem and we want to create 2 equations. So we had said that there are 3 times more $5 bills than $1 bills. So what we're going to do is we're going to take that information and say that our $1 bills is going to be the same thing as 3 times our $5 bills. Okay, so if we have $1, we'll have 3 more $5 bills. All right. The other equation we're going to write is that the total is $144. So we don't know how many ones and fives we have. That's the question. But we do know that each $1 bill is $1, and each $5 bill is $5, and that is a total of $144. So what we're going to do is we're going to take these 2 equations, and we are going to solve them through substitution. When we substitute, we're going to take the 3y and we're going to plug that in for x because that is equal to x. So instead of an x, we're going to have 3y plus, bring down our 5y equals 144. We can combine like terms. They both have y's, so we'll add them up to get 8y is equal to 144, and then we can divide both sides by 8. 144 divided by 8 is going to give us 18. We are not done just yet. We did find out what is y, but we need to find out what is x. And what we're going to do is we're going to plug it back into one of the original equations. And I'm going to pick this top one because it's set up nicely. 3y equals x. Well, we don't know x, but we do know that y is 18. So we can take 3 times 18, which will give us 54. So we know x is 54, y is 18. But we want to write our answer as a sentence. So the question was, how many bills of each type does Harvey have? So when we go to write our answer, we'll say that Harvey has 54 $1 bills and 18 $5 bills. And then that is it. We answered our question and we answered it in a sentence. The other problem we're going to look at is number 37 on page 19, and this is still part 3 of chapter 4. Tickets to a movie cost $7.50 for a student and $11.25 for an adult. When the Film Appreciation Club went to the theater, they paid a total of $266.25. And then we were told that there had 18 fewer teachers than students. So 18 fewer teachers than students. So the question is how many teacher and student tickets did they buy? So how many teacher and student tickets, or I should say adult teacher and student tickets, were purchased? So that is our question, and remember, that is what we're looking for. So if I want to find out how many teacher and student tickets were purchased, those are going to be my variables. So I'm going to start by saying my x is going to be my students, and my y is going to be my teachers, or your adults, whatever you want to call them. So thinking about the money, we know a student is $750, a teacher or an adult is $1125, and the total is $266. So we can put that together and create an equation. So $750 times x plus $11.25 times y equals $266.25. I've run out of space. So that's equation 1. The second equation, we're going to take this information here that said that there's 18 fewer teachers than students. So if you think about 18 fewer, that means we have 18 less. So whatever students we have, we're going to have to take 18 away from that to find out how many teachers we have. So we'll say that our teachers, y, is equal to our students, which is x, minus 18. So however many students we have, we're going to take 18 away from that, and that's how many teachers we have. Okay, so we're going to put it all together, and we are going to solve. So we had the 750x plus 1125y equals 266.25, and then y equals x minus 18. So we can substitute, because y equals x minus 18, we're going to plug that in for y. So we have 750x plus 11.25, and now in parentheses, x minus 18 equals 266.25. Now we have a number that's in front of the parentheses, so we're going to have to distribute that inside the parentheses. So our 750x comes down. Now we have 11.25x minus 202.5 equals our 266.25. From here, we're going to combine our like terms. So that's 1875x minus 202.5 equals 266.25. And then we're going to add 202.5 to both sides. So 18.75x is now equal to 468.75. We'll divide both sides by 18.75 to find out our x value. So x equals 25. So we know that they bought 25 student tickets. Now we are not done just yet. We need to find out what is y, and we're going to plug in this 25 back into this equation here. Y equals x minus 18. So we said x is 25, and we had y equals x minus 18. So when we plug in 25 in for x, y is equal to 25 minus 18, which gives us 7. So y equals 7. So again, we want to write our answer in our sentence, so we will say that there were 25 students and 7 teachers that went to the movies. Or went to the movie.